If you're interested in New Albany, this video is for you. Hey, what's up everyone? Andy Howell here, local real estate agent right here in Columbus, Ohio. In today's video, we're talking all things New Albany. Before we get into that though, please reach down, hit that subscribe button. I love making videos all about Columbus, sharing what I love about Columbus, the cool things that are happening here, helping you relocate to Columbus. If that's something that you're interested in, please hit subscribe. So if you're watching this video, you've probably heard about New Albany. Maybe you heard Business Insider calling it the top suburb in all of America. Maybe you heard about Intel building their first semiconductor fabrication plant in over 40 years and investing $20 billion with a B, dollars in Central Ohio. Maybe you just heard about this small town with great schools, white picket fences, and tons of parks. Whatever it is, you're here to hear about New Albany, and I'm here to tell you all about it. New Albany is located about 20 minutes outside Columbus. Primarily it's in Franklin County, although the eastern edge is in Licking County. Originally founded as a small fishing village way back in 1837, it was not incorporated until 1856. The town elected their first female mayor in 1922. I wasn't able to confirm 100%, but I think New Albany may have elected the first female mayor, or one of the first, in all of Ohio. So that's kind of cool, right? The town was really small all through the 80s. There were only about 500 residents here, and it really wasn't until the 90s with Les Wexner. That name may sound familiar. If you watch my Easton Town Center video, he was one of the developers that helped develop that entire area. Maybe you know him from Limited, Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie & Finch, L brands. So Les Wexner moved his headquarters out here, and throughout the 90s until today, this has just exploded. There are about 11,000 people that live here as of the 2020 census. But if we fast forward another 20 years, I legitimately think we could add a zero to the end of that. As I mentioned, Intel's coming here. If you're familiar at all with what happened in Chandler, Arizona, or Portland, Oregon, when Intel came to town, the towns are unrecognizable today. They bring a lot of activity and a lot of other businesses with them. I anticipate that same thing is going to happen here with New Albany and the surrounding area. One of the first things that come to mind when I think of New Albany is health. And really this is health in all facets. It all starts with physical health. This Market Square historic downtown New Albany area is anchored by the Philip Height Center for Healthy Adults. City leaders were really focused on health. So we've got that center. There's tons of walking paths. It's a very pedestrian friendly area. Next up, it's a very financially healthy area. Household median income here in New Albany is about 4 times the Columbus and Ohio average. So coming in about just over $200,000 per household, certainly healthy. I also think New Albany has a great balance between development and open space. They've got about 1,800 acres of dedicated parkland, open space, and trails, and then balance that with absolute go-getter mentality that the city leaders had and community leaders had to go out and get businesses like Intel and bring them here. Health in the fact that there's lack of crime. Crime here in New Albany is about 60% less than the national average. Property crime's 50% less than the national average. Completely different than Columbus. If you guys watch that crime video, you know Columbus does have some property crime. That's not the case here in New Albany. Violent crime is virtually non-existent, 90% less than the national average. There's lots of things to do here. There's theater, there's live music, there's lectures, there's dance. New Albany opens their arms to anybody who wants to come and attend these for free. You do not have to be a resident. I dropped a link down below with all the classes. Check those out. And then next, health with jobs. I keep harping on Intel. They are coming. That is going to bring a ton of jobs, but you also have Discover Financial Services here. You've got the Abercrombie & Fitch headquarters here. You've got the Bob Evans headquarters here, and there will certainly be many more to follow. So if you're interested in coming to check out New Albany, you know, what are some things that you should be sure to check out? So shops, restaurants, a lot of the stuff's going to be here in the Market Square. In fact, if it weren't 25 degrees in December, we would probably see a bunch of people milling around here. This is a DORA area, designated outdoor recreation area. So you can, go to one of the bars, restaurants, grab a libation and actually walk around with it. You got the Eaglesville Pizza, you've got Hudson 29. There's a great coffee shop, Fox in the Snow. Definitely hit that up. There's also a Brewdog New Albany you should be sure to check out. Check out the Haley Gallery. They serve up and show a lot of local artists, jewelry, paintings, sculptures, anything you want. If shopping is your thing, over off of Hamilton, there's a strip mall with tons of shops over there, but we're also really close to Easton Town Center and not that far from Polaris either, so tons of shopping options if that's what you're looking for. If you want to get out and play golf, look no further than the New Albany Country Club. This is a premier, one of the top courses here in Central Ohio. There's 27 holes. There's something like 18 tennis courts and 5 pools. I mean, it is magnificent. Check it out. One of the things I think that is really unique about New Albany is their school system. This is most certainly one of the top 3 school districts in all of Central Ohio. What's unique about it is the size of the student body here. There are only about 5,000 students spread out over 5 schools. Compare that to, Columbus City Schools, for instance, where there are 40,000 students. So that means smaller class sizes, more attention for your kids, which can only be a good thing. It's also really cool that all their schools are located on one 200-acre campus, just right behind Rose Run Park to the north of us here. So it's all on one campus. Students can go from school to school and walk around that campus. There's, tree-lined walkways. There's even an 80-acre nature preserve. Every school here in the district has been given a National Blue Ribbon excellence by the Department of Education, and niche, unsurprisingly, ranks this as an A+. So doesn't get much better than that. If you're not interested in the public schools, there are also private school options in the Jewish Day School and the Marburn Academy. So I mentioned, health coming top of mind in all facets here in New Albany, and that certainly extends to home prices. They are healthy, i.e. expensive. The median home price here in New Albany is about 2x that of Columbus. So coming in at about $600,000, and generally that's going to get you, 3 to 4 bedrooms, about 3 baths, and 3,000 square feet. If you're from Ohio, if you live in Columbus right now, that probably sounds like a lot of money. But if you are watching from someplace like San Francisco, Denver, Austin, 3,000 square feet for $600,000 probably seems like a steal from you. The problem, like many other places here in Columbus, is just lack of inventory. It completely makes sense here in New Albany. There are about 12 houses on the market right now. And if you were an owner here in New Albany right now, why would you ever sell? You know that Intel's coming. You're sitting on a literal gold mine of equity that's going to just continue to grow. So why would you sell? I completely get it. Of those 12 homes on the market, completely diverse options. The cheapest one, mid 200s, all the way up to 3 million. So a big variety, but most homes are going to be more in that $400,000 to $700,000 range, but tons of luxury real estate over that $1 million mark. So really a lot to like about New Albany here. As I mentioned, you got fantastic schools, extremely low crime, tons of open space. You've got access to water. Allen Creek, Hoover Reservoir are both relatively close. There's great access to shopping. I think one of the things that people are not going to like in the next decade or two is going to be all the construction. In the long run, it's going to be all good for New Albany. That's what I got for New Albany for you guys. Drop a comment below. Let me know about what you love or maybe you don't like about New Albany. If you have any questions, if you're thinking about moving here, if you know anybody who's thinking about moving here, we'd love to talk to you. Answer any questions you might have about New Albany, Columbus in general. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Be good.